So you're curious about damper setting and how it applies to your performance on the machine, wondering what damper setting should I use? Excellent question. That's why we're here, and that's what we're gonna do in today's 20-minute beginner workout. Let's jump into it. Damper setting is one of these confusing topics that, depending on what kind of machine you use, it's going to essentially accomplish the same thing, but trying to understand why and what damper setting you should use is really the hardest part, and it seems to be a bit of a science that's a little bit murky at best. And so the objective with this workout today is to get you familiar with different damper settings or drag factors, depending on how you reference it, and understanding what's the right decision for you while getting a great workout. So without further ado, if you understand how our workouts work, it's warm up, workout, cool down, all in one. We're gonna get it covered together. So let's strap into our machine. Whatever machine you have, as always, is fine here at Dark Horse. We don't judge. Grab that handle, sit ready, and we're just gonna start rowing in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're just gonna start off lightly at first, just no effort. What I want you to think about right now is just the way that your body moves. Because the way that your body moves is very important when it comes to the rowing machine. This is a learned movement. Don't feel like you're gonna be able to get it the first time. The thousands, literally thousands, probably tens of thousands of people that I've seen at this point, nobody has ever done it right the first time. And it's not because you can't, it's not a natural movement pattern to organize your body in the correct way for the rowing stroke. So the thing that you want to be thinking about is a good brace, push, hip swing, arm snap. Then reverse course with arm push, close the hips, then the knees bend. Now, when you say it, it sounds very simple, but it's not an action. And so that's the real goal here, is help to set you up so that you can execute comfortably the mechanics of the rowing stroke and learn it. So for the purposes of that, we're gonna take it down to a drill called pick drills. We're gonna go down to pick drills. What that means is we're picking the stroke apart into its pieces, then adding them back together to create one full stroke. And by understanding each of the pieces, it's like a puzzle. When you get all 3 of those puzzle pieces, or 6 if you want to consider the recovery, that's the move forward, if you want to consider that its own section, 6 pieces. And then we just have to fit those pieces together to make one beautiful puzzle piece. So, in 2 strokes, we're gonna go to arms only. That's legs straight, hips open. That's 1 and 2, arms only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add in the hips. 1, 2. Match up exactly with my timing. 3. Notice how relaxed I am. 4. We're doing 10 of these. 5. Notice there's no rush to get anywhere. 6. 7. Rowing is very methodical. 8. 9. And 10. Add in the legs. And patience goes a long ways towards creating an effective stroke because it's very yin and yang. As I slide forward, I can't do any effort to the machine. So my goal is save as much energy as possible so that I can apply it effectively to the drive. As I push here, that's where I can do work. On the way back, I can't. And so there's no urgency to get back up there. Instead, the urgency is to organize my body. And that's the real process here. In 2 strokes, we're gonna take away the arms and we're going to go to legs and body only. We're gonna do that for 10 strokes. That's 1 and 2. Legs and body only, arms straight. 1, and then patience on the way up. 2, close the hips, then the knees bend. 3, close the hips, then the knees bend. 4, close the hips, knees bend. 5, make sure you're not laying back too far at the back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we're gonna drop the hips. 10, so it's just legs. This is gonna be tough. 1, it's gonna feel weird. Get weird with me. Let's do it. 3, 2 more. 4, last 1. And now back to the full stroke. Woo, now we get to piece the whole thing together. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Set that handle down. Now let's talk about what we're going to do for the workout to help you get comfortable with drag factor. Okay, so as this workout is concerned, you need to know one thing up front. Normally I like to reveal most of the workout as we go, but because this is a get comfortable with drag factor, let's give you a little bit of education up front. We're going to do a 15-minute workout. That means every 3 minutes, we are going to adjust our damper setting or drag factor on whatever machine you are on. So what that means is we are going to start damper setting up at a 10, at least for me on a Concept 2. Now your machine may be different, so you just need to be able to adjust your resistance setting wherever it is. So if you need to take a stroke off to, maybe unstrap in the middle, I'll let you in on a little secret. The handle, it works great as a multi-tool if I tap to adjust resistance as the workout goes on. And so what we're gonna do is every 3 minutes, we are going to drop 2 on our resistance setting. And so on a Concept 2, I'm gonna go 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. That's 15 total minutes, 3 minutes at each, and we done. The objective, and I'm gonna talk you through a little bit of the focus that you should be thinking about when you are using different damper settings, and then understanding how to thrive or survive at each. So with that being said, let's set 15 minutes on the monitor. Now from the main menu on a Concept 2, again, any machine goes, so I'm just gonna walk you through how I do it on mine. You will start from select workout, B button, new workout, D button, single time, B button, 15 minutes, that's the C button twice, 1, 2, that gives me a 1. Now I hit the right arrow, A once, then the plus button, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that gives me 15 minutes. I hit the check mark, E, I'm ready to go. I got 15 minutes. I'm gonna strap in. My damper setting is up on a 10. Make sure yours is at its heaviest setting. If yours goes to 11, take it up to 11, and then walk down 2 every time from there. If you start up at 100, you're gonna drop it by 20. Divide your total resistance settings by 5, and that's your interval that you're gonna change at. Okay, grab that handle, sit ready, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Just focus on mechanics with me now. And our goal is not necessarily to crush ourselves during this workout. The goal is to create good movement and keep your eyes on your performance to see how you're able to do or how you're able to thrive at every resistance setting. All right, this is a learning workout. Get comfortable here. So I'm holding a stroke rate of 18, and that's what we're gonna maintain throughout this workout is 18. Now that may seem low. Maybe it seems normal at this high resistance setting. So you are just going to join me. I will set stroke rate all the way through this workout. You just have to focus on creating good movement at the rate. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of how do you learn with different resistance settings. Well, at a heavy resistance setting on a machine, you can feel it. It's big, it's heavy. There's a lot of strain and effort that goes into the stroke, but I can be pretty slow at my catch. That's the moment of turnaround, right there. That's the catch. So I can be pretty slow, and it's pretty forgiving. It's a very compound movement when I'm at this high resistance setting, and that means that my whole body really works together to have to create work. So everything braces. There's a lot of full body work happening. But if you're not noticing already, it can be pretty easy to get fatigued quickly. And that's because you have so much resistance that you have to expend a lot of energy per stroke to get your flywheel, maybe it's horizontal, maybe it's vertical, maybe you have a magnetized resistance setting, electromagnetic, that's what I'm looking for. So whatever it is, you have to do a lot of work every stroke to get that moving. Now, what about different stroke rates? Well, you would be able to create a little bit easier catch and drive at a higher rate. So there's a bit of punishment happening because of this low rating, but I'm trying to just find something good middle of the ground here. So learn from this. Do you like this kind of resistance the ability to be slow with the catch. And kind of no matter what you do, you have resistance on the handle. Because at the end of the day, our bodies are always trying to find resistance. That's kind of the name of the game. Okay, we're gonna drop our first damper setting in 3, 2, 1. Take that damper setting down by 2. So now I'm down at an 8. Oh, all right. So a little bit lighter now. Something you may notice, now there may be a bit of slack at the catch. So when you go to push, maybe it's not quite as easy to find tension as it was at a 10. But notice what your body's doing. It doesn't have to expend quite as much energy per stroke. And maybe it's a little bit faster through the drive. That's the work pace, that's as you push that way. So take note here, understand what changed. And understand that now a little bit less effort per stroke is kind of nice, maybe, to you, because it allows you to go a little bit further. There's always this X, Y axis, this XY grid. We're kind of trying to find the perfect point of where you have enough resistance to satisfy you, but it's light enough that you don't get burned out. And that's that middle ground that we're always looking for. How do we get it perfect? And it takes learning. So if I could offer up anything about drag factor, there's no correct drag factor or damper setting for anybody. It's constantly evolving. What matters is how you engage with the machine. So all that you should care about is just where are you most effective, where are you happiest, because you want to enjoy your workouts at the end of the day. Whew. It's a lot of talking. So that's kind of the target here. Give you enough exposure that you can make a decision for yourself. If there are comments down below that say, yes, but what's right for me? Don't do it. Don't you ask that question. Because the answer is it depends. And I can't tell you what's right for you. Nobody can. I don't know your body. I don't know your past. Don't know your injuries. All of that goes into play. Okay, 10 seconds, we're gonna drop it down. For me, I'm going down to a 6. This one's gonna feel nice. I'm gonna be happy about this shift. And down, here we go. And we're back. Okay. Oh, a lot more chipper here. So now, take a look at what happens on your split. At least I can see split on a Concept 2. That's my per 500 meter pace. How does it go? Does it drop? Meaning, does it go faster? Or does it get slower? Now granted, you're also fatigued, so keep that in mind, right? You're getting more tired as this workout goes on, so you gotta keep the focus. Always brain engaging with the rowing stroke. And now, if you're a chess player, for example, you probably love rowing because there's so much to think about. There's never a shortage of analysis that's happening. And that's the real charm of it. Is that no matter how long you do it, you never find the perfect stroke. You're always working towards it. I've been at this for 16 years. I've never taken the perfect stroke. So, as the damper is slowly dropping down, what's going to change is the need to be fast only in the way that you change direction at the catch. And you do that by pushing through the legs and not hanging out up there. There's no rest up at the front of the stroke. Stopping at the catch is the death knell for the rowing stroke and the ability for you to get power and connection. So, as soon as you get there, boom, turn around. And as the damper comes down, the machine becomes less and less forgiving at that catch. But the trade-off is lighter resistance. So if your body can be connected and efficient, you spend less energy, but you have to be faster at the turnaround and more engaged. We're taking it down again. Here, okay? Take it down 2. Back to that 18. Now I'm at a 4. This is where I normally row. So I'm in my sweet spot right now. I love a light damper setting because I prefer to put speed on the handle and acceleration. So while I can perform at higher damper settings, I don't like to, because I don't love that level of fatigue that comes with it. So now we really have to focus on straight long arms, leg push. Straight long arms, leg push. Learn to roll from the ball of your foot to your heel. Press into the machine. And that's the key here. Learn to accelerate the handle all the way through the release. That's the back side of the stroke. So maybe your back is feeling less tension or pressure right now. I know mine is, but again, you need to be constantly evaluating what's right for you, what feels best. Does it feel weird, but maybe you're getting decent scores? That's okay. Okay? Don't write anything off, just learn every step of the way. Nice and chippy. Light at the catch every stroke. And quick. No delay. As soon as I get there, boom, I go. And I don't smash it. I'm not trying to crush the machine. I'm trying to finesse it. I give just enough acceleration to find the tension on the handle. Then as soon as I have it, then it's off to the races. Then I can accelerate. And that's what makes the difference. It's the acceleration, because this machine, most rowing machines, measure acceleration, force, and distance. Maximize acceleration and force in the right way. Okay, we're getting ready to take it down to 2 on this one. Here we go. Take it down to 2. Back to an 18. So now it's going to be super light, and that means that you have to really accelerate. And there's no room for error of a slow catch. You're gonna probably feel that big time. You're like, where did my tension go? Well, to create the tension, brace through your belly, change directions quickly. Change direction quickly, and then accelerate. what I start to find is that as the damper setting comes down, is that I have to be so fast through the drive, so much acceleration, that it actually gets a little uncomfortable because now my heart rate starts to spike and I don't get to use as much of my body weight with pressure. And so this is what we're talking about. Do you reach a point of diminishing returns where you're not as effective anymore? Or maybe you're like, yes, bring it on all day. I'll be fast twitch. I'll let my heart rate run up. Maybe you're a sprinter. Cool. You're gonna love this then. And so, take note. How does your musculature feel? How does your heart rate feel? How do your lungs feel? Measure your body against that very first 3-minute window. What do you learn? Which do you prefer? Can you be controlled here? Or do you feel like you have no resistance? And icing on the cake, every resistance level has a purpose. Training at a damper 2 or a damper 10 can be very effective to help you develop different energy systems, different mechanics, different focuses on the machine. And you just use them strategically. That's all part of the learning process. Woo-wee! Hello, heart rate. Coming in. Guiding it in for a nice, easy landing. There we go. Okay. Workout's done, but keep that resistance low and right into the cool down. So nice, smooth, and easy. Join me here. So easy rowing here. Focus on your exhale. We very naturally inhale and gasp for air. Think about how often you focus on exhaling, probably very rarely. Your lungs are muscles too. So is your diaphragm. Train them by focusing on exhaling as well as filling the lungs. And when you inhale, belly expands. Exhale all the way out, uncomfortably exhale. How much air can you get out? Your body will take in air, I promise. It will do it for you. That's what it's trained to do. So just casual movement now and focus on mechanics. You can be good at this. You can get this movement down, but it takes practice. And when you're tired is the perfect time to focus on your mechanics. Okay? Leg push, hip swing, arm snap, arm push, hip close, legs bend. Get it right, match up with me. Just the finishing strokes to cool us down. Maybe close your eyes. Focus on that heart rate slowing. Do that by dropping your shoulders. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck relax. Let your face relax. Now you might be thinking, okay, this is a good workout, but where do I go from here? We have lots of great workouts to follow, so you're more than welcome to jump onto any of the playlists that we have, because we've got more than enough workouts to last you forever. Forever. But if you want focus, if you want organization, you want a program to follow, plus you want to join the most amazing indoor rowing community in the world, then come join us in the crew. That link's in the description below. We're always there for you. Thousands of people who are rowing at home on many different types of rowing machines, in your basement, your garage, your spare bedroom, your hallway, your kitchen, maybe on your back patio, I don't know, your driveway. And they're all bonding together over the idea of being a dark horse, Doing the work when no one else is looking and doing it for yourself. Knowing that you can move that position of where you want to be in life, take yourself up to here. So come join the crew. Links in the description below. All right, set that handle down. Let's get a little bit of a stretch in. Okay, take that left leg, place it up. Take that right arm, reach across. Get a good stretch through that hamstring. And breathe out. If you're really, really into it, close your mouth. Just move that air in and out through the nose. Let that trigger that parasympathetic nervous system to start turning on, which is our relaxation system. And lengthen the inhale and the exhale. Stop the panting. Rein it all in. Relax your face, relax your head, your neck. Let's switch legs. Bring that breathing in control. This is the amazing afterglow. This is what you get after the workout. That aura starts to move around you. You're like, I did something amazing today, and I'm gonna challenge you to walk away from this workout and continue to do amazing things today in whatever you choose to do. Whether it's the food you eat, the way you interact with people, the way you work, what you do with your free time and your body the rest of the day. Keep it focused. Continue to do the good stuff. Take your hands and intertwine your fingers, reach overhead. Get a big stretch, open your chest, tilt your head back. And if this is your first time here, make sure that after we finish this stretch, you hit that subscribe button so that you can get here for the next workout. And you are never gonna have a shortage of info workouts available for you when you need them on the channel here. And then if you're looking for more workouts like this, beginner learning workouts, make sure you check out our Learn to Row playlist, which is gonna help you get comfortable with the mechanics all along the way while giving you amazing workouts every step of the way. All right, that's your workout. Have a wonderful day.